I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Hello there once again, it's your old pal Locke the Bounty Hunter, and it looks like the saga known as Snow White and the Seven Magical Creatures is digging itself even further into its early grave, and the media apparatus is already on full-on damage control, doing the only thing they know how to do, which is mindlessly throw uninspired insults at every single one of its detractors. Diverse Snow White remake is latest film to anger the anti-woke crowd. Let's go ahead and dig right into this, shall we? Disney's Snow White live-action remake, which features a more diverse cast, including Hispanic actress Rachel Zegler as the titular princess, is angering right-wing commentators, many of whom have branded a series of movies including The Little Mermaid, Elemental, and Barbie as quote-unquote woke for embracing diverse casting and feminist themes.
Dear God in heaven, gentlemen, what is it like to be so wrong?
One of the things I absolutely love about these articles is how they use the most meaningless aspect of the movie to try and promote it as the most important aspect of the movie. Nobody cares that the cast is diverse. Just because you have a racially or ethnically diverse cast does not mean that the movie is going to be of any objective quality. It just means that you took the path of least resistance to placate the egos of a movie-going crowd that's not even going to see your movie in the first place. And the only reason why these so-called right-wing commentators are saying that these movies are woke is simply because they are. And they're not embracing these themes, they're shoving it down our throat. And I can't blame the movie-going public to just be tired of all of it. We use movies as a means of escape, not as a means to have even more politics injected into our collective faces.
Wow, that's fantastic work, man. You have the wisdom of a 6,000 or 7,000-year-old man. That's fantastic. We don't have to fill up the whole blackboard after all.
The film's updated portrayal of the Seven Dwarfs, which was revealed through set pictures, which leaked earlier this month, follows a January 2022 rebuke from Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage, who criticized the company for remaking a backward story about seven dwarves living in a cave together. Maybe I'm wrong on this one. I could have sworn Snow White wasn't about seven dwarves living in a cave together. But then again, to be fair, it's been about 35 plus years since I've seen Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but I've got a feeling that is still much more recent than the last time that Peter Dinklage saw the movie, and that's just sad. In a statement made that same month, Disney said in an effort to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film, it was consulting with members of the dwarfism community to inform its approach to those seven characters. And what was the collective response from these experts in the dwarfism community? Well, you already know. Just take a look at this. They said, we need only one dwarf, 6 regular-sized adults, and 1 pot-smoking hipster.
That's what I'm talking about!
Snow White is just the latest in a series of films, including some produced by Disney that have angered right-wing critics for being too quote-unquote woke. The Little Mermaid garnered racist backlash after casting Hal Bailey in the role of Ariel, with some angered viewers tweeting the hashtag #NotMyAriel.
You need to face the fact. You're a racist. A racist. You, not me. I'm not the racist.
The much-hyped Barbie, which opened on July 21st, also sparked anger among conservative audiences for its portrayal of feminist themes and for what some felt was an emasculating portrayal of Ryan Gosling's Ken. Now, I have never played with Barbies, okay? All I ever had growing up was a half of a Slinky that I straightened. But even I know it's not that difficult to emasculate Ken. The guy wasn't exactly a G.I. Joe. Ben Shapiro uploaded a 43-minute-long criticism of this film to his YouTube, and Elon Musk criticized the film's focus on the patriarchy in a tweet. All right, Ben, I know you're an avid fan of this show, and you keep your obsession a secret by not reaching out to me directly, which I can understand. You shouldn't be doing 43-minute-long criticisms of any movie. Some right-wing critics have tried to link woke films with low box office numbers, though Elemental did underperform, grossing $358 million worldwide against a $200 million budget. The Little Mermaid more than doubled its budget at the box office, and Barbie is vastly exceeding expectation, grossing $356 million worldwide after just 4 days in theaters and almost immediately becoming one of the biggest films of the year. But just for comparison on that argument with Little Mermaid, let's go ahead and take a look at the box office numbers for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. The movie is hanging on in the overseas markets, where it has grossed a running total of $252 million. Globally, Dead Reckoning Part 1 has made $370 million in its first week. The Little Mermaid was able to double its budget, but it probably took significantly longer than that, and that is a fact that Disney is rather embarrassed to admit. And I don't know if you guys actually noticed this or not, but this article had stopped talking about Snow White literally after the third paragraph and started talking smack about the detractors for almost the entire frickin' article. If that isn't a sign of quality and absolutely no worry about the quality of the new Snow White movie, I don't know what is. What do you think, guys? Do you honestly think that this movie is going to be the worst thing of all time? Or do you think that everyone is just overreacting? We need to see what's going on. And do you think that this deflection is completely warranted? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you find these videos bringing you to the brink of laughter, go ahead, scroll on down, hit that like and subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Let's give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm, and let's keep things going. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, peace out, homies.